pulled at the scarlet thread of his soul, and the thread trembled, stretched to the limit. It was then that a revelation came to the Daman. A life must be paid for a life, and a name was revealed to him. Naki Erebus. That was the life of the Undying One demanded as payment. And the Daman... So you agree? Oh my god. The thing is, though, is this actually the God Emperor, or is this just a vision of him in her head? Okay, so... alright. Agree to pay the price. An oath of blood was sworn, and the chains fell from the Daman's shadow. Yet she remained silent and motionless, for she saw no sense in leaving the halls of death. To which the Daman told her... go for the relationship option. He had been waiting for her, had missed her, and had come to claim her and keep her. And the eyes of the Daman's shadow opened, and she replied that she too had been waiting and had missed him, and that the Daman should claim her and keep her. He is death. The Daman and his shadow left the bridge of the Undying Emperor. May his praises be innumerable, and their path was strewn with his tarot cards. Among them, the Daman saw the card of the Executioner, who carries out sentences and brings a violent end to that which he did not begin. Among them, the Daman saw the card of the Lost Child, who is torn from her roots and her supports, but carries within her the still hidden seeds of a promise to recover them someday. Among them, the Daman saw the card of the Judge, who weighs and separates guilt from innocence and passes verdict. And they descended into the lower bays, lay down in a stone coffin, and closed their eyes. And the Daman heard the Undying Emperor's voice promising they would meet again and soon. And thereupon their journey ended. And so it was that the Daman, having seen death before his due time, traveled there and back to bring us these tidings and wisdom. Be free of doubt as you walk along the threads of the blood-spun web. For those threads lead to him, as does all of existence. He is death. As the shock of another's mind, jumbled thoughts stops constricting your throat, you find yourself staring at Cabela's pale face. It is settled into a strange expression. Daman Mukluk? I spoke to the Emperor. That was not the Emperor, Lord Captain. It was merely Mistress Cabela's vision of him, a figment born of her imagination. Alas, none among my fellows are powerful enough to bring you the voice of the protector of mankind. Let's see. Are you well, Cabela? Do you remember what happened? Have we met death? I remember stumbling. I remember my doubt in the truth of the tenets throwing me off my feet. I remember deciding to kill, and not because I had heard his whisper, but because I deemed it to be right. Death whispered my name, for a spinner without a thread is like a sky without stars. They should drown in their own soul's darkness. But you have reminded me of who I am, and that my shameful weakness must be extinguished. One sec. This Naki Erebus is the price, the payment the Undying One demands. The price of redemption. The price of freedom. Who is this person? Where are they from? I do not know. Help me find them, Daman. Your factotum oversees archives that contain many names. Let him find the one that death has spoken, and I will pay the price that was set. For I feel that with all my essence, the death of Naki Erebus is the key, the answer to my questions. Can I thank Zach? Choirmaster Zachary Wise, a tall old man in a long green robe, stands motionless in front of the cogitator. The closer you approach, the clearer you can hear his continuous, unintelligible whisper. You're about to call his name when he falls silent sharply and turns toward you first. Lord Captain. A visit from the rogue trader is an honor for us. Like other astropaths in the chapel, the choirmaster's eyes are bandaged over with time-worn scrolls of sacred manuscripts. Nevertheless, you cannot shake the feeling that his otherworldly glowing gaze is studying you keenly. How can I be of use, your lordship? Lore Imperium succeeded. 28 experience. Sanctioning is a brutal procedure, one which robs every astropath of the gift of sight. But in return, they gain a new kind of vision that allows them to see what ordinary people cannot. The light emanating from beneath the bandages flickers with strange hues as the choir master clutches his temple. His expression shifts in a way that you are well familiar with. It is the look of one who has glimpsed the grim signs that evil has left upon your soul. Did my nightmares scald you? My apologies, your lordship. I sensed a strangeness in you, and my mind reached out of its own accord. I did not see much, but what I did see was enough. It grieves me to know that this mark weighs on you so. Trust me, I am well acquainted with the oppressive burden of doom. Alright. But goodbye. Okay. Alright. Back out to the main section of the ship, and we managed to keep Kibella from getting herself killed.
I am the rogue Fred.
Been a lot of spoilers lately. We're all on guard. I'm interested in the Hogwarts game. Sad so many people spoiler stuff. I don't think it's intentional, but it's like people see me working on like a puzzle and they get really excited, and then sometimes they see the solution before I do and blurt it out, and then, you know, for me, that's frustrating because then I lose all the satisfaction of having solved the puzzle. And unfortunately, you know, with sometimes hundreds of people watching the stream, one person does that from time to time, and it adds up fast. So, like, I know, like, I do not believe it was done maliciously. Unfortunately, it still happened, like, 5-6 times this week. Let's see. Okay, we need to go here. The bridge again? Dude, every little hop. Cassia. Mukluk, how wonderful it is that I found you here. Uncontrollable anxiety washes over your body, causing you to lose your breath. As a reminder for the new bloods, this lady's emotions affect the people around her. So this is her emotion hitting me right now. Cassia notices this, closes her eyes, and you're released from the grip of emotions that are not your own. Please forgive me. My powers are sometimes too insistent in their attempts to break free from my control. Was there something you wish to tell me? I came to deliver good tidings. I have spoken with the house's navigators through the Atlas. Of late, I can feel with increasing clarity how our connection is growing stronger. Despite the dissent in our midst, House Urselio has been able to keep a precarious equilibrium, thanks in part to your unexpected arrival on Urac 5, and the resolution of the conflict at the Dargonis reception. Not all Urselios concur with your decisions, but none can deny the impact that you and no one else have had on the house's present state of affairs. Cassia nods gratefully, lowers her gaze, and clasps her hands together. There is more I wish to tell you. It is about the visions that I have come to experience at an increasing rate during warp jumps. The same visions come to me again and again and again. It is as if I am going mad. For you see, these visions are about me, the Atlas, and Tisiphone Urselio, the house's previous Novator. I have seen Tisiphone's experiments, the ones that involve the navigators from the Set Hala branch, where she was rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. But the visions told me an altogether different story, one where the Sethalas helped Tisiphone create the Atlas, and then they vanished immediately after the experiments were done with. Perhaps I can... No, I know I can find the way to the Palace of the Atlas if I recreate Tisiphone's journey from my visions. A real palace, not the psychophysical illusion to which the Urselio navigators can reach out. I have always had a feeling that it truly exists in our world. Now, however, I know I know it with absolute certainty. I have been informed that House Urselio will soon convene its Grand Council. Would it not be better to wait for it to finish first? I cannot shake a certain foreboding about the upcoming meeting in the incorporeal palace of the Atlas. Troubling mirages have plagued my mind for many nights now. Voices calling and cursing my name, and the more I use the Atlas, the clearer the visions become, and the louder the voices grow. The further my powers wane. I am certain that all of the house is experiencing the same, for all of us are connected. I can sense my family's fear. House Urselio is doomed to perish in darkness should I fail to discover the reason why the Atlas is weakening. And for that reason, I believe it is hidden somewhere in my visions of Tisiphone. What What makes you so sure you will find your way to the physical manifestation of the Atlas? I saw Tisiphone experience an epiphany in a dream, just like my visions came to me in our warp travels through the warp. She beheld a planet hidden behind roiling warp storms. The world promised her great power, so Tisiphone gathered the Sithalas, her most devout followers, to go on a suicidal journey through the Tempest. I know not the details of what happened on the planet, but it was there that the Sithalas sacrificed themselves for an experiment of some kind, and it was there that House Orselio obtained its Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I have an opportunity to find answers to the questions my mentors have deftly avoided. Why did Tisiphone choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true that House Orselio's past is drenched in blood? Please, Mukluk, do not snap this tautly drawn string of destiny, my destiny. Journey with me in Tisiphone's wake to the distant stars. I shall help you, Lady Hasia. She breathes a sigh of relief, but the look in her ruby eyes quickly darkens again. The house is still watching me, both the renegades and the loyalists. I doubt that any of them will agree even to a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas's origins. I do not wish to see House Orselio lose even one more life to another fratricidal skirmish. No, I shall go after the answers about our past on my own. You are standing on the cusp of a great discovery for all of House Orselio. Inviting the Regent seems the sensible thing to do. I've already told you I do not wish to imperil the Orselio navigators further. It is possible that they will take on this terrible risk and follow us, listening to the echoes of my Atlas for guidance. And yet, I do hope that my subjects are not that senseless. No, Lord Captain, I must tread this path myself. Alright, so I vaguely remember going to some planet with her and learning some crazy truth about the Navigator Stone she has in her chest. Some, like, horrifying truth. I can't remember what it was. I do remember we went alone last time. So just to see something completely new. Persuasion. I'm using her persuasion on her right now. That's wild. Burdens ought to be shared with your loyal followers, not shouldered on your own. Cassia tiredly rubs her breastplate where it conceals the Atlas, and then nods. I will pass on the invitation to the Regent, but it would be unreasonable to hope that the incumbent leader will join this expedition. After the events of Dargonis, all of House Orselio trembles before you. I doubt my family will take the risk. And now permit me to take my leave. I must start preparing for the journey. From what I have been able to glean, we must first travel to the... Her ruby red eyes widen in astonishment. The Orselio prophecy system. Odd, that. Could it be that the historical records are lying, and Kaelin Orselio is not whom the star system is named after? Either way, that was the system from which Tisiphone embarked on her journey, and we are going to follow in her long-forgotten footsteps. Okay. Alright. Back to the bridge. Companion quest? Yeah, it's the... I guess you could say it leads to the finale of the Cassia companion quest line. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. The engine decks were okay, so we've seen this before, so for the sake of time, we'll just say okay. If the text is gray, it's a random event we've seen in the past. Same thing. Okay. Lower the difficulty of this to orange. Okay, so first off, because of the orange path, we're getting jumped by demons. I will go handle this, and that's fine. Yep. Muck, you're gonna try out the newly released Dawn of War game. Is that a Warhammer thing? Hold on a sec. Newly released. Hold on, I'm going to Steam. August 14th, 2025. Oh, this comes out in 2 hours. What the heck? Oh, is this the remaster? The original Dawn of War and its expansions, along with enhanced visuals, improved camera, and 64-bit platform support. Hell yes! Yo, yeah, I knew that they were making a remaster. I didn't know it was like so soon to come out. Yeah, so I have been told, okay, real quick, I have been recommended by y'all many times to play Dawn of War. And I got it when it was on like a really cheap sale. Like you could see I've got like this whole Dawn of War pack thing here. However, getting it to run on a modern day system is kind of a pain. And I just haven't wanted to wrestle with that. So I've just never gotten around to it. So if getting the remaster means it'll just run, you know, painlessly, yeah, yo, I'm hyped for that. I'd be happy to try that out at some point once we clear some of the current stuff. Cultist of Nurgle. Oh, that's up front, isn't it?
Oh, what a glorious storm this battle will be!
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Okay. Give an action to Heinrichs. Regen everyone.
Lord Captain.
For warning everyone.
I'm not accustomed to being
Throw
ordered
down
around.
some buff areas.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't the... I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Do not dare ask.
Manifestation.
I shall not fail. As the tenants demand. The shadows will see it done. A dance of blades and shadows,
Splat!
as honor ordains.
That's why we wanted to keep her on the team.
You don't frighten me.
For the throne's glory. Naturally. I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Alright, lots of buffs up.
Is that all you've got?
Kick this guy. Splat. Shoot that guy. Splat. Who else needs bullets? Wait, is he alive?
My instincts tell me to refuse.
I think that guy's alive.
So shall it be.
No? I guess not. I don't know why he's showing the hit point bar.
Like that. The wolf is on the hunt.
Okay. Where are the others? Oh, they're down there. Oh, there's one back there. Oh, freaking behind me. Okay. I had to turn the camera around.
Schemes within schemes.
Dog.
A genius at work. Behold my artistry!
Alright, those two done.
A wicked lord.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid. Two are better than one. This battlefield air is good for my lungs. You've got a Vernetter across a Kazbalikin.
Nice.
What if?
Okay. Ended the turn with the dog on standby, so it should go hit one more target. There it goes.
Stop hitting me, Ashmag.
Okay, we got 2 enemies remaining. We got the Plague Bearer there, and... someone else. I don't know who the other one is.
If I may, as duty demands.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Vengeance.
Curiosity. Sings
Alright, for
in
these
my
levels, if I just start to
veins.
leave the level, it should, yep, it should auto-loot everything. So just going to do that, and save time, go back to the bridge. Alright, chart new routes. Okay. So the War Council, this is for the thing that's like... the next part, big part of the story. Alright, so that's our goal, so we're gonna hit these other planets before we go there. The Rogue... The Rogue Trader's Void ship is facing several Eldari scout ships. The Xenos are in no hurry to attack, and the time seems to have slowed down. One wrong move, and carnage will ensue. Flee, pay them, or attack. Attack! There can be no negotiations with Xenos. We negotiated with Xenos in the past, and it turned out terribly. We got tortured. Ensue? Yes, ensue. Ensue. Chaos will ensue.
Unleash our fury!
Not so slippery now. Set that one on fire.
Sail upon the seas of void.
Okay. Where's the sharper turn thing? Wait, I have no one in the Master Cannoneer spot. What the heck? Oh, I think it might be, like, Cabela was there, and it removed her when we lost her, and then I have to, like, put her back. Ugh.
The destination is known. Engage the
Alright, there we go. Okay, one more enemy over there.
Unleash our fury. A celestial triumph.
Okay. Need to repair the hull and also get the Cannoneer person back in that spot. Post Master Cannoneer Cabela. Yep, that's exactly what it was. We lost Cabela briefly, and then had to put her back. Plasteel. Nope, got tons of that. Hey everyone, missed you yesterday, Muck. Everything went well, the doctor. Yep, everything's fine. Welcome back, Windshark. More plasteel, good lord. I will reiterate, give Noxie another raise. That clips me to the ER. First of all, I actually gave Noxie a raise like a week ago. Or maybe a week or two. And then she gave me, right afterward, that video of the... you know, and I was like, are you serious? She's like, I was already working on this. And I was just like, okay, so this isn't like a thank you? Let me say, I'm feeling the gratitude. Vigdis. Lord Captain, the United Corps of the Explorators and the Militia Forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over Euphrates II. The commanders recognize the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agree to cede the right of supreme command to you. They ask how you that you summon a council of war in order to establish the plan of attack. How shall we proceed? Summon them to the bridge. We will hold a council. Consider it done, your lordship. I will notify the commanders you're ready to meet with them. No good deed goes unpunished. Yep. Alright, so we got a person from the Adeptus Mechanicus, we got a person from the Space Marines. The leader, oh, it's Opticon. The leader of the Explorator warriors appears on the bridge, and the deck trembles beneath his metal gate. He has acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the two of you last met, and his mechadendrites are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Unit Opticon 22 initiating identification official greeting procedure, unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. The Emperor's Angel, who follows in his wake, is clad in armor the color of a tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice, throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huskarls is Mukluk von Valancius? I am Thorvald Ironhide, and I wish to see the mortal who has been granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. You are looking at Mukluk von Valancius, Thorvald Ironhide. Thorvald takes the measure of you and nods in satisfaction. I know the habits of a warrior when I see one. You're no indolent Hyoke. Good. I give my approval. We will hunt the baseborn heretics together. You have not changed, brother Thorvald. High-handed and brazen without measure, and you carry yourself on another's drecker like it is your own. The wolf bursts into booming laughter and bares his long fangs. Such is the breed of leaders, Ulfar. We stand out. 'Tis you, Everlost, who cannot find his way when the sun is right over his head. Another explosion of Thorvald's boisterous laughter drowns out Ulfar's stifled yet furious string of curses. So I watched a video just yesterday on YouTube. And it was like, this guy who's just like a diehard Warhammer fan or something was answering lots of hard-to-answer Warhammer questions that people sent in. And one of them said, one of the questions was, what's the deal with the Space Marines that turn into wolves? And he talked about that for a while, and I didn't know that was a thing. So this guy saying bears his long fangs makes me wonder if this is one of those people that's like going to turn into a wolf creature. Opticon 22. How did you go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? This command promotion / hierarchy status update / was executed following the death, decommissioning, deconstruction of the ship Teeth of the Wrathgear. The fleet's war conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received premature rank promotion modernization to Magos Dominus based on the extensive catalog of recorded combat engagements. May your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnissiah Guide operate this unit in his cause mission algorithm of service to him. Let us commence the War Council. What good is another war council with a cog priest who knows not the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replaced them with augments to please his all-knowing master? He will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors, as he is the custom of his brethren. Registering a display of impertinence, data insufficiency,